Hello and welcome to my Platformer prototype showcase. In this video I'm going to cover the movement physics which I have built with the programming language C# and the monogame framework. This prototype is just a physics base for my upcoming game, and it is not finished yet, but I thought I would share some progress and maybe you would like it. The graphics are just placeholders, so don't mind them. So to start off, the player accelerates rather slow in comparison to other jump and run games, and in the air he accelerates even slower, because the friction in the air is lower than on the ground. The player turns blue in the air, black on the ground, and green on the wall. This is just an indication for me to see in which state the player is at the moment. You can control the player jumping height by releasing the up key in a specific moment. When you release it, the player will slow down and make a lower jump. As you have probably already noticed, the player is a ball, and this gives him the opportunity to kind of pull himself up from edges like that, or like that. And this wouldn't be the case if the player would be a rectangle as it is normally in jump and run games. But here he has the ability to jump in small tunnels without jumping against the wall and sliding down. Or he can just slide down stairs like that. Okay, let's move on. The next ability is the wall grab. With that he can slow down his falling speed. And of course the wall jump isn't missing. If you press up on the wall, he makes a wall jump. Now I want you to focus on this green line on the player, because this line indicates the jumping angle the player will jump. On the ground it is always facing up. On the wall it is facing a bit sideways, because we want to make a wall jump. If I stop the player with my debug tools on the wall, you can see that on the wall there is also an orange angle, and this orange line indicates the sharp jump. The sharp jump is performed when you press or push to the next wall to you, so to the wall you are sliding on. In this case we have a wall right next to us, so we must push to the right while jumping. So let's push to the right, and you can see we can make a wall jump that leads us right to the wall we have originated from. Okay, so with these two different jumping angles we can create two different graphs. This is the first one, the normal jump, and this is the second one, the sharp jump. And if we stop the player on the top, you can see that as I described, these two jumps were originated out of these two lines, so they line up. And of course, after we have decided which way we want to jump, we can accelerate the player even further and, for example, reach the left wall, like that. So we can make wide jumps. Okay, so now we have the solution for the problem of going out of this hole. And we have two ways of doing that. The first way is by making wide jumps, we can climb up this hole, or we can make our sharp jumps, like that. So there are many different opportunities for the player to make his wall jumps. Okay, let's move on. The next feature are the slopes. If you won't move, gravity will pull you down. You can move up and downwards without losing grip. If I turn on the orientation of the player, which is indicated by the white line, you can see that the white line is always facing away from the bottom the player is standing on. And here you can see he is slowly sliding the edge down. Okay, and we also can turn on the jumping angles and you can see the green line is also changing, because on a slope we will jump away from it. Like that. But the sharp jump with the orange line shows us that we can make a normal jump right up if we press to the direction of the slope, like that, or like that. Okay, so we can use our velocity and jump off a ramp, and then we can get to higher points. And we can even combine these techniques with the wall jump. So jump against the wall and then immediately after jump again, and the velocity carries on and the player gets full speed, like you can see here. So everything is all about velocity and that you hit the right angles at the right time and in the right direction. The last feature I want to show you is the gravity direction change, which can be performed by pressing G. And as you can see, the gravity was changed by 90 degrees. And other than that, everything is just normal. With H we can change the gravity by 45 degrees. And yes. With J and K we can change 1 degrees. Or if I press it, I get a smooth gravity change feature. And if you look clearly, you can see that at a certain angle the bottom turns to a wall, which is indicated when the player turns green. So that means that at some degree the bottom will be recognized as an angle, as a wall. And the thing is, on the bottom you can always walk up, but on a wall you can't, like we see here. You can just break your movement down. Yeah, that was it for this part. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment, and we will see us in the next video. Bye.